Hello, everyone, and thank you so much on a Diwali festival day, just the day before Diwali. You took out the time to join in. But of course, if you keep your videos on, it'll be really encouraging for me because it feels I'm talking to blank walls, blank boxes, it doesn't feel all that great. But yeah, if you're on your phone, you would not realize that because if you're on a laptop, I can see everyone, and then you just something that I'm assuming that you're listening. Maybe you're not. So the topic that we identified as me and Nisha. Nisha is slightly busy right now. She will be participating in a bit. But Eva, who is from Dubai, and we were discussing this topic, and which came up that we have so many judgments on our bodies. I'm sure none of you have it. Only I, Eva, and Nisha have. None of you have it, right? Eva, am I right? So a person, we think that, okay, Eva has got like a perfect body. She's so slim and she's so wonderful. She's got a fantastic body. And we were like ogling on her body over there when I was in Dubai. Like, okay. And then we go straight on to the point that, oh, she is a Russian. Russian women are like this. And so you blame it or you put it on the characteristics or the culture or the country they come from. So they, it's okay for them, but we Indians, we can't have it, or we Asians can't have it, or we Americans can't have it, or whatever, right? So we have so many judgments on our bodies, while nobody even bothered to ask Eva that how does she feel about her body. Yes, coming into access definitely changes your perspective and the way you look at yourself. But having said that, when I was growing up, these pointers are not from now. The kind of judgments that we go through are way back, locked up in our body since we were kids. Because the minute you come into this world, you're constantly being compared to your parents. You're constantly being compared to people around you or kids around you. And those who are more sensitive, they'll keep locking it up in their bodies and all the lies that bought at that time. So I remember when I was in grade 3, and my brother was getting married in a different city. So when I in India, India is huge. So I'm from north going into west. When I was in the north of India, people would say that, oh, you know what, you are so slim and you're more like a lady finger, you need to put on weight. But when I would go to west, they would say, oh my God, you're so fat, because the kids over there are very, very slim. Yeah, right? Tiny and slim. And so I looked little robust and huge in front of them. So, but as a kid, what did I align and agree with? That which was a negative thought given to me when I was a kid, that you're not slim. So now, even when I was slim enough, I always had a judgment of it. And I was like, no, I'm not good enough. My body's not good enough. Oh, I'm not like a model. And can you imagine the Cosmopolitans and the other magazines that we have? They ruin the image that you could have of your body, right? You just look at it and they're all photoshopped, right? Now half of us don't even know that what's going behind the scenes, right? But having said that, when you look at it, the instant thought that comes is you're not good enough. How many of you are aligned and agree with that thought, or resist or react to that thought? Nobody? That's so cool. You just really love your bodies. I'm so glad. Then what's the point of doing this call? But if you do, how many of you really have judged your body that I'm fat, I'm short, I'm too tall, I am
too slim?
Yeah, I'm too slim, my complexion, I'm too fair, I'm too dark, or I'm nowhere. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, that is called body shaming, right? And you don't need anybody else to shame you, by the way. You don't need anybody, not your partner, not your parents, not your friends. You will shame yourself because it's a habit that we kind of inculcate when we are growing up. Obviously, your bodies go through a lot of change, lot of stuff that comes up in your bodies when you're growing up, when you're teenagers, when there's a lot of processes changing and you're now suddenly, having breasts when you didn't have, and, a lot of things are going on, and you end up, that's a phase when you actually pick up a lot of judgments. So have you been aware of your judgments as to where do you find yourself judging yourself and berating yourself and begrudging what you already have? If you really would like to change the way your body looks like, we need to start from gratitude. What does gratitude even mean? Because when I started with gratitude, it was only about, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it didn't mean anything. Because it didn't, I did not want it to mean anything, because I was not grateful for what I had. I could only look at other people and see, oh, they have a better body and they can do this and they are better than me and I'm not. So coming from that space, when of course I'm a 3-day body class facilitator today, and the only idea that I had was having, okay, since I'm so disconnected with my body, could I have more connection with my body? And then the dynamics changed and shifted, and now it's like, wow, everything, your body has so many skills, talents, abilities, creativity, everything comes out from your body. And if you, the being and the body, are in sync with each other, you're congruent with what you're asking, I think a lot can shift for you. And the power struggles you're having with others, you think it's about others, it's not about others, it's with you, within yourself, and the conflicts that you're going through. What if it's not about other people telling you that you're good or you're not? Doesn't matter really, what people think. It matters what you think about you. So, would you like to ask a question regarding body shaming? That'll be really nice. Yes, Eva, would you like to throw some light on what have you experienced in your life regarding bodies and body shaming?
Yeah, I'm happy to share. Before that, may I ask you a question regarding the stereotype and the cosmopolitan beauty and everything? So if it works in one way that we are so great to judge our body and shaming and everything, so when we look at these ladies on a picture, so we also give them, oh, they're so great, they look great and everything. So basically, we are giving this energy to them, even if it's not true. So we support this kind of point of view. Is it like that? Or
No, it's largely about advertising, and advertising. Please mute yourself. So advertising is all about presenting what is not true so that it's larger than life. So a lot of people do this kind of, lot of magazines and movies and everything. Internally, they're dying. They're not happy with themselves. They have too many judgments. They're either bulimic or anorexic. They starve themselves and they're not happy with their bodies. They go under the knife. They do surgery, Botox and everything so that they can have a better, perfect body. Now, guess what? What's perfect? Perfection is a jail. Every time you need to be perfect, you need to constantly keep judging yourself that I'm not good enough. So you will go under the knife or do something more, something more, something more. Because deep down, you have this point of view that you're not good enough. So these models and all, of course, they would want to be in the limelight or in that popularity zone. But having said that, are they really happy with their bodies? Answer is no. They're just projecting an image that this is how body should look like. If you talk about the Victorian era, we had voluptuous bodies. Now, if you meet somebody from Vietnam or South or Korea, a Korean lady meeting a Venezuelan, I mean, they're going to judge their bodies and say, hey, you know what, your body, one will say to the other, oh, you're too obese, and the other one will say you're too malnourished. It's just an interesting point of view at the end of the day. How you are perceiving your body. How are you looking at yourself? How many times, your mirror is nothing but a scale of judgment, because it's just reflecting the judgments you have of you. That's what the mirror is doing. Now, when you look at people and people try telling you what you are and who you are, it's basically you think they're trying to show you the mirror, but the fact is they're projecting their interesting points of view of how a body should look like or what a body should look like. And that's not fair. That's not how it functions. Right?
Okay, it means so they give us the new stereotypes which all of us we want to follow, and then we start judging us, and somehow we are lifting them up. So yes, that's how. So, and there is a lie, basically.
That's absolutely a lie. So it's, for example, I was so impressed with the way that you said I have food only once a day. I'm like, wow, I would like to have that. But in that moment when I asked my body, are we okay with having food just once a day? In that moment, it said no. Maybe it'll get there whenever it gets there. But the whole thing is we go on all these kind of crash diets. We try doing overworking out our bodies because somebody said that, you need to work out so many hours. And then we go into the gym or wherever we go. We looking at ourselves in the mirror, and then half the time we're perceiving other people's bodies and thinking that locking up the judgment that they have of them in our bodies. That's something that we have been constantly doing. None of it is yours. Who does it even belong to? Are you happy with your body? Anybody on this call, I'll be very happy to know that are you really happy with your body? No. Half of them would say, no, we are not. We would like to change this. Or my nose is too long. When I was born, that's what I heard in my family. I got a long nose. I got small eyes. I got small lip line or whatever that is. You've got big boobs. You've got small boobs. I mean, are you just constantly judging and comparing yourself with every other body around you? How is that creating greater for you? Is my question. And would you like to continue that way? Would you like to change that? Would you like to have more ease? Would you like to have more, comfort, more receiving from your own body? If you were to judge nature around you, do you really think you can receive from nature? No, you wouldn't. Even if nature is so willing and wanting to contribute to you, your body is like that nature. How much are you in judgment of it and not willing to receive from your own body? Or waiting that, okay, it has to be this so that I can receive. No, but that's not receiving. That's called judgment. That's called abuse. How many of you have been abusing yourself endlessly and waiting that somebody comes and frees you from that? But it's about you freeing yourself from that particular lockup. If your mom became fat after a certain age because of hormones, you instantly go into the wrongness, or you just simply say, I don't want a body like my mom, or I don't want a body like my dad. But not wanting a body, like when you resist and react, is also creating that thing. Point is, how many judgments do you have of other people's bodies that you would resist and react, that I would not like to have this, so I would not, I don't want to be in that space. You go and overwork out, exhaust yourself, tear your muscle. Injuries don't happen in a day. You've not been listening to your bodies. What if you start listening to your body now? Because nobody ever taught. You go to a doctor, they will laugh at you when you say, okay, my body is not in allowance of this, and you'll be like, what? You talk to your body? Yeah, bodies talk. Bodies speak to you all the time. Are you willing to listen to that? Doctors will make fun of you. So what are you not willing to be aware of? Where are you not willing to dive within and ask yourself what works for you, not for other people? It's not about others. The only thing is, because our eyes are like this, right? Why do they say go meditate or go within? Is because, these eyes, the physical eyes, only look outside. And that's when we say, okay, look within. Because when you close your eyes is when you start looking within. I mean, whatever works for you, you've done a lot of other modalities. You could meditate, you could do bars, you could do body processes, because body processes really bring you to a point where your mind is not really chattering. Your mind is not working over there. It's your body's energy and body's awareness that is coming out. And you can't stop it because body has its own consciousness. How many of you believe that body has its own consciousness? And if you could align or, be in sync with your own body, I think, body is kind of a vehicle given to you that from taking you from one place to the other. What if you could surrender to that and body will take you where it's supposed to go? But you wouldn't listen to your body. You always get some kind of information, some kind of a signal that your body is constantly giving, don't go there, or don't do this, or it'll create some pain or something, and you'll be like, oh, something wrong with my body, let me take a pill, or just let me do something, and I will not you are half the time not listening to your own bodies. You would like to be conscious, I get that, but would you really like to be conscious? Because consciousness can be uncomfortable a lot of times. So I know people who do 4 hours of workout and they haven't lost an inch, not an inch. Why? Because there are too many judgments and they're too emotional, and then they do binge eating. So at one point they're stuffing themselves with a lot of comfort foods. And in order to burn those comfort food, they're overworking their bodies out. How is that kind to your body? I'm not saying don't have fancy foods and fun foods and all. Please have it, but ask your body when to stop. A lot of people come into Access and say, "Oh, I put on weight after doing Access." Really? Or you just didn't know when to stop? Because Access gives you a point of view that it's interesting point of view. Have anything that you like. And then the minute you start having so much, your body is saying, I don't want, I mean, I just wanted a sip of it or just a bite of it. Don't give me so much. And you wouldn't listen to that. What if you could just get a signal of, but when body is saying stop, only this much? Have you seen kids? How much they eat and how they move around? They're so light. They just eat maybe 4 or 5 bites and they're done. Now, if you've ordered your most scrumptious and yummy chocolate pastry, you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to have it all because I'm in love with it. I can die for it. And then, yeah, you start killing your body. You're dying for it. So that is where, and then, okay, this is about bodies, and shaming comes from people. Shame is a distractor implant. All the distractor implants holding it in place, all the Shigu implants of shame. Shame is when you are not able to face yourself for who you are or what you've created. This body is your creation. And how many of you are willing to receive from your own creation? So anybody would want to talk about or share or ask, like, where are they stuck? Where are you guys stuck with the shaming part of it? Or acknowledging that you have a body, which really does not require to be shamed, you know? Yes, Eva.
Okay, so if I can ask this question where I'm ashamed. Okay, so when you said like, oh, you have this body and etc. And the way when you were talking now, so I've realized and acknowledged that I always was judged that I have a good body, and then I start being shy for that when I was around 12 and 16. So when in a neighborhood, I was one of the most sexy girl and etc. So I had a lot of judgment, and now I realize, wow, it can work opposite. So I start to judge myself. Oh, no, I can't be too good. I have to create something. And then I was saying, oh no, I'm not. I have such a big nose, because my mom used to call me Pinocchio. I have a big nose.
Yeah. So we learn the first step of shaming is from our parents only. That's where they start comparing that what is not good, not okay in you. So good judgment is also a judgment that we kind of resist sometimes. Most of the times, in fact, if I say, "Oh, Eva, you're so rich," you're like, "No, I'm not. I'm not. You know, I have these many loans going on, so you don't think. I mean, don't need to look at me that way, because there are a lot of underlying thoughts that come in, that okay, does she want money from me? I don't want to show that I'm too rich, or I'm too loud, I'm too good. How many of you would like to claim that capacity, that you're amazing, you're gorgeous, you're phenomenal? Very few people. You feel ashamed of that. If you have some capacity, you don't want to even acknowledge it, because what if people do psychic attack, or what if you lose it? You're under so much of fear and threat. So if I say you've got such a sexy body, you're like, oh my God, now I'm going to put on weight because she just said it. So you don't want to even receive from that. Simone, in one of the calls, she was talking about that at the age of 16 or something, or 13, I think, she was in the washroom and she was just admiring her eyes. She's got blue eyes. Simone looks amazing. And there was another student who comes in and she's like, oh, you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you're admiring yourself. And she's like, no. I wasn't. In my just recent body class in Delhi, I had people who have never looked at themselves in the mirror because they don't like themselves. Can you imagine how much abuse is that? That you want people to like you and you'll do whatever it takes for getting that likeness from them, but you wouldn't like yourself? So are you inviting fakeness and fake people in your world who will say that, you're so amazing, but deep down, you don't even feel amazing. You can't receive that compliment also. Because whatever your judgments be for that, be it your hair. I mean, a lot of people, every time I go to a parlor, I'm told, oh, you've got such frizzy hair. I said, yeah, I know, right? I've created dryness. I love it. I love my dry hair. Rather than, and this is me. Few years ago, I used to go keep straightening my hair, thinking that that will give me my new look or something. But it didn't. So, I mean, I stopped doing it. I said, let it be natural. This is me. This is what I be. And the more access I did, that changed my points of view about me. Like I had a point of view of not even being able to carry red color, red shoes, red lip color, red nail paint, or whatever, any a red outfit. And I'm like, wow, I love it now. Because my body was asking for it, but I never wanted to give it to my body. How many people give sex to your body? You want to lose weight? Go have good sex. You will lose your excess body weight. But you wouldn't listen to your body because you're like, I can't do this, and this is morally incorrect, and oh my God, I don't like this guy, or I don't like my partner. Can you just do it anyway? Can you listen to what your body is asking for rather than getting into an ego bout with your own self? How much are you killing yourself? You want it, but you'll not give it to yourself. And then comes control. Oh my God, fasting. How much do you fast and starve yourself? You're looking at something that you really want to eat, but you're like, no, I can't because it's got these many calories. Fuck it. Calories? Really? Don't have the entire jar that you picked up. Just have some bit of it and you're like, oh, allow yourself to satiate your need that you have in that moment rather than controlling it. Because you're controlling yourself at one point. And the other areas also, then you end up becoming a greater control freak, more so with your bodies. You think that if I can control my body, I can control everything around and control the stars and the moon and the sun and everything, or the universe around you, how it has to revolve. It doesn't work like that. You're just being too hard on yourself. Welcome to India. We have a lot of shades out here. So when we look at fair skin people, we like, ah, they're so amazing. Oh my God, we are so ugly. Yeah, that's how we end up doing. It's like a shade card. You come to India, we have a shade card out here. What complexion? Like black is ugly. Really? I find black people are amazing. I mean, even it's not about, it's about how we perceive ourselves. If you don't think that you're good or you're amazing, nobody will. You dress up in your best outfit, nobody's going to look at you. Or even if they do, they won't compliment you. Because do you have it in you to even receive a compliment? The word sexy has a lot of charge in it. A lot of people, even in India, oh, you're so sexy. Well, you think that, okay, this man is lusting after me. And you want to run away. How dare he call me that? Well, that's our cultural upbringing, right? I don't know how you would take it. I mean, you just said that at the age of 12, then you were the sexy kid. But people couldn't take it, so you couldn't take it. Because maybe you were too much and people were, it's about, you then have to shut yourself down so that you don't get that compliment. Especially lust. Lust is something we just hide away from. And bodies love to be lusted after. Bodies love to be lusted after. As a kid, you did not have any point of view. As a child, you were, or you born as sexual beings. You would like to show your body and flaunt your body. You have no point of view about being naked. You're just moving around. You touch your body wherever. And then slowly as parents, we start telling the child, oh no, this is dirty. Don't touch it here. That's where you pee from. That's bad. Hide yourself. Slowly when your body starts developing. And then you have to be in wrongness of that. Oh, maybe there's something wrong going on with my body. So yeah, shaming is something we all have been through. Some have acknowledged, most of us haven't. And the whole idea of doing this call is getting you present, to be present with yourself and ask, where am I on as far as shaming is concerned? And do I have to make it real if somebody is telling me that you are this, you are that? The day I got my hair chopped, I had long hair, okay? I got my hair chopped. I got so much judgment. Some people were like, no, no, long hair is better. Some people said, no, no, short hair suits you. How does it matter? Point is, I like it, right? This is me. And it's about claiming yourself for who you be. It's not about the other person. And if you love yourself the way you are, it's like, have you ever seen a peacock? A peacock, right? You just, okay. It doesn't bother. It's like, okay, I'm going to invite my mate. I'm going to spread my wings. Come, baby. Let's fuck. Let's have fun. Yeah, that's what a peacock does. What are you doing? Oh my God, this person is looking at me. Okay, run away. I don't like this guy. Oh, this woman. Oh my God, I'm not a lesbian, but this woman is, she's having hots for my body. Yeah, but receive from it, right? Why do you have to put walls? Receive it. It's an energy, right? You shut it down, you're going to start bloating. You're going to increase your body weight for what? What is, what's the point? What's the fun in resisting it or reacting to it? Women who are really having fun, they receive that attention from everyone. Doesn't matter. Could be from old men, young men, and not just women. I mean, just replace the gender. For men also, I can talk about the same thing. Just receive it. If a woman has hots for you, why would you not want a woman to have hots for you? I don't get it. Or a man to have hots for you. You have created this sexy body, right? And if it is not sexy enough, then what can you choose now to have that sexy body? It's not about the weight you carry. It's about what you are projecting, or what thought process or points of view do you have of you. Even fat people look amazingly sexy. It's not about fat, short, slim, zero figure. No, 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 no. It's not about that. So yeah. Have you been a victim of body shaming? Have you? Or have you been shaming yourself that nobody else can shame you? It's about, like, I'll do it before anyone does it. Everything that is, can you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, purpose, line, shorts, boys, poets, and beyond. Before you leave me, I'll leave myself. How many of you are doing that? Anyone would have a question you want to ask or say something? What gets you onto this call of body shaming? Something. What is it? Would you like to kind of talk about it? Would you want to change it? Would you want to drop it, or you want to continue with it? What is it? What are you ashamed of?
Kavita.
Yes, Sarita.
Yeah, so when I was in my college and all, I was like called short and fat, both. So, that thing was really, but right now, after coming to Access, I've become very, very confident about whatever I am. So, I have gone through it, but, overcome it also because of Access scheme, because you start loving yourself.
Yeah.
For whoever you are. But yes, because of
Loving your own creation, because this body, however it looked like, even while you were growing up, is your creation. It's about owning it and saying that, yeah, this is me and this is my creation.
Yeah, so after overcoming all that, I could see that I lost weight. My skin became beautiful and everything. I mean, I can really see that change, that when
Lovely.
you can start loving yourself.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Krishna.
यस मैं बहुत जज करती हूँ खुद को, लाइक पता है नहीं करना है तो भी सब लेडीज को देख के ऐसा लगता है कि हाँ यार सब कैसी सब काम करती हैं और मैं नहीं कर पाती हूँ,
We
लाइक
So we have other people from different countries who don't understand Hindi. So while she's saying that I judge myself a lot, I look at other women, and I feel they're so amazing, and I'm not. Yes, continue.
Yes, फिर मैं सोचती हूँ मैं योगा नहीं कर रही हूँ इसलिए मुझे वीक फील हो रहा है, like, and
But nahi, so you go for
कुछ
yoga, and you
खाना
feel,
पीना, yes,
and then you
after
starve,
yoga, sorry,
and then you starve yourself, na? You don't give yourself enough food because you want to be slim enough.
नहीं मैं वहाँ पे जज नहीं करती हूँ खुद को, लेकिन टाइम पर खाना नहीं खा पाती हूँ और हेल्दी फूड नहीं ले पाती हूँ, सो वहाँ पे जजमेंट है। एंड बस अभी फेवरेट मेरा जो है काम मैं कर रही हूँ वो उसमें भी मैं थक रही हूँ, लाइक
So okay, so you have a
हैंड्स
point
पेन
of view.
कर रहे हैं पूरे।
So she has a point of view about food because her work hours do not allow her or permit her to eat good food, and then she doesn't have the energy to work and everything, and it's more like a drag, right? You're just dragging yourself and trying to prove something. So what are you trying to prove to who? And everywhere you're only looking outside of you that okay, everyone else is good and I'm not, or I can't do it. This I can't thing is a real killer. Okay, everywhere you've decided or told yourself or you bought this lies that I can't. Can you pot and pop that, please?
Yes,
Because that's not going to work. I can't is a lie. Humanoids give themselves continuously. But the fact is that the very fact that you're on this call is I can. So it's not
yes,
about I can't. Right, so I'm doing everything, but I can't do this. I can't wake up in the morning. I can't make my food, the good food or the healthy food, whatever you call it, because healthy food is also a judgment though. What if it's not about food? What if it's about you just wanting a break and your body is saying I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm over fatigued, I'm overworked, could you just relax and rest?
yes,
How often do you relax and allow yourself to rest? No, you don't. So yeah, you constantly you become a robot or you just mechanically doing things so that you continue to do those things and you keep running the house or I have a business, I need to constantly keep running around.
yeah, true.
What if it's not about your body? You are in a profession where you are making other women look beautiful, and you say I'm not beautiful. Will your business really grow? You run a salon, right? So if you
Yes,
do
I'm
not,
beautiful. मैं ऐसा नहीं सोचती हूँ ब्यूटीफुल नहीं हूँ, लेकिन जो इंटरनली एनर्जी है ना वो मुझे ही
yeah, but
पता है कि
internal
क्या है।
energy, where
फेस
are you
ग्लोइंग
feeling?
है लेकिन इंटरनली मुझे ऐसा
Where are
प्लेन
you
फील
feeding
होता है।
yourself or feeding your energy? Where are other people sucking you out dry? It's not you think you get energy from food? Interesting point of view.
Yeah.
Until it comes into your bloodstream, you don't get energy, right? In fact, in order to
Yes,
digest that food, you have to give away your energy. Your mitochondrial cells have energy to run a city as big as San Francisco for 3 months. So if you have that kind of energy already, you are an infinite being. You can receive energy from anywhere, from the world around you, environment around you, and all. But you have decided that because I've eaten, I feel lethargic and all. Yeah, because the food, in order to be digested, will consume your energy. So who is draining you of your energy? You need to ask that. Where are you giving your
this
power
point of
away?
view is
Who I mean, it's like people sucking you out and you're giving yourself away. You're giving your power away. That's got nothing to do with your body. And if you really feel that body requires something else, then change it. Commit to yourself, commit to your body. If you're not committed to yourself or your body, you can't be in business. You can't, I mean, then the can't actually starts to show up. No money showing up because your body is the one who's creating money. Your body is the one who's creating relationships. Your body is doing everything and you're not listening to your body. What joy? What's your agenda behind that? And everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, powerful, client, shows, boys, provides, and beyond. Could you allow yourself to receive something or create something different?
yeah,
So commit now. I mean, why wait? Where are you being the big five? Who are you trying to save around you? That while saving, you're giving up your energy completely. And all the electromagnetics that keep you in the space, constantly doing the same thing over and over again that you can't come out of is more like an autopilot. Will you stop it? Be more aware of it and pot and pock that shit. right?
Yes, clear. Yeah,
Your
thank
question.
you.
Kasha, yes? Kasha? You there?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Rather judging ourselves and feeling bad about it, if we start feeling bad about judging, things could get better.
If you stop feeling bad about judging yourself, that's more or less, are you saying that could you be an allowance of yourself, rather judge yourself and not
Kind of.
feel bad about it?
Yeah. Rather than, judging and feeling bad about it, start looking at your judgment and start feeling, someone like to be sad. So at least they can be sad about their judgments, right? Rather than on them.
So
It is the point of view.
the day I want to be sad, I just judge myself with all the negative and heavy judgments that I've received all my life. And I say, I'm such a bad mother. I can't do this. I can't take care of relationships. I'm so bad. I can't balance my work and home life. Oh my God, I'm so terrible. And then I want to cry. Then I kind of tell myself all my negative judgments, right?
Yeah.
And are they even real? Judgments are lies. It's a bundle of lies that you've been telling yourself. You're amazing is also true. You're ugly is also true, because good, bad, ugly is a part of you. What if you did not have
Yeah.
to make anything significant?
Absolutely. And everything is the interesting point of view.
It is. It is. It is. And all those points of view that you've received while you were growing up, or from your wife, or from your ex-partners, or whoever, I mean, all of that is a lie. None of it is true. And could you just keep upgrading yourself and choosing more for yourself? Because nothing or no one can pull you down except yourself.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, if you have a big body that you created, why not claim it and say, I am, I walk my path, and this is how I be. I want to be seen. That's why I created a big. Because when you create a big body, people will turn around and look at you and you'll be like, wow, thank you so much. Whether now what they're thinking, oh my God, such a huge man or terrible man or whatever, doesn't matter. Point is, you want that attention, you're getting it.
Yeah, I could see that difference after the body class.
A lot of people do tattoos. They do it over here, God knows where, because they want attention, right? But have you asked your body? Have you asked your body for a tattoo?
Yeah, see, I could see, like, when someone's looking at you, someone's admiring you, someone's in judgment of you, all that,
And
if you just
barriers down and just receive it, and you'll be like, wow.
yes,
When you go watch a movie, yeah, when you go watch a movie, yeah, when you go and watch a movie, some will like it, some won't like it, and some will have neutral perspective to it. But that doesn't take away the fact that celebrities are doing what they're doing, or the movie stars are doing what they're doing. They don't.
see,
Judgment is what they are kind of looking out for, because that's making their business run. One click on that YouTube is getting them paid. Why not? You like them, you hate them, doesn't matter. They do things so that you hate them for what they're doing, or some people will like them for what they're doing. They're getting paid for that. They don't care whether it's good, bad, ugly judgment. It doesn't even matter.
all they're looking for is an attention.
Yes. So when you make it matter, then this matter starts growing, because your storage increases. You're unnecessary, adding bulk to your body. So if you genuinely don't care, your body will not lock it up. How does it get better than that? So thank you for that. Yes,
Yeah, I could see, and working on it. Thank you.
Awesome. Yes, Tatiana. Unmute yourself, yeah. Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, I'm trying. Thank you for the answer to the previous question. It was mine.
Yes.
So I've got my answer already.
But okay.
Yeah, my question is, another one is regarding to, I have an attractive body, and while I am around not a lot of people, I'm okay with this. But when I receive judgment from lots of people at the same time, I start to shrink. And for a minute or a second, I believe them that I'm whatever they think. And it's very difficult for me to get back on my track.
Yeah.
So I just run away.
Yeah, so everywhere you're in the hiding because you do not wish to receive the good, bad, ugly comments that they are probably passing on, especially even the lustful comments. Because see, if you have a fan, you do have a great body, by the way. But point is that if even women will start lusting after you, and then you'll have to prove it to them that you're not a lesbian or you're not a bi or whatever that is. Right? Everyone would like to touch you because anything that's beautiful around, people want to just go and have a feel of it. And we run away. And all those lifetimes that you have been so gorgeous and beautiful that people wanted to be around you, that you were not comfortable because you thought you were a showpiece. Can you please destroy and uncreate, or revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, destroy and uncreate from all dimensions of time and space? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, line, shows, boys, perverts, and beyonds. Because what if you've been there and people have come and they've tried to touch you, and you were like a doll maybe in some lifetime, and now you're like, God, I don't want this kind of attention. I'm done with it. What if you could just push your barriers down and receive it and say, hey, thanks, energetic thanks. Thank you so much. I know, ain't I too cool? Yeah, I know. My body is so good, isn't it? Thank you so much. That's it. It's about acknowledging. That makes you feel lighter, and then you'll receive and let people be around. It's okay. See, nobody can trespass or come into your space if you don't want them to. Nobody can do that. We let people come into our space, and then we don't have boundaries, or we don't, I mean, where you have to put your foot down, you just have to put your foot down. But why resist? Allow them to be. It's just going to be so much fun. You see, it's your sexualness will invite people to a different possibility. Sexualness does not mean that you're wearing less clothes. It's sexualness is even if you're wearing full clothes, people will be like, oh my God, this woman, because that's an energy. That's an energy that you're being, that healing, caring, nurturing, generative, creative, orgasmic energy. When you're out in nature, you just want to be, part of that nature. When you want to touch a flower, because the flower is like, hey, hi, okay, that beautiful little flower. There will be some people who will come and crush it or pluck it, but there'll be some people who will be like, wow, this is so beautiful. That's it.
Mhm.
That admiration and adoration, just receive it. Yes, there are people who are ruthless, but you will know what energy is that. But if you resist it, they will persist. So you don't have to kind of, stop that energy. You'll be like, okay, cool. Let the energy. So when your barriers are down, let that energy or that judgment come. If you're absolute space, that will come from one side and then it'll leave you. You will not lock it up. You will not store it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Lovely question. So you end up showing up as you show with your bodies, not without your body. So you can start having more fun in life. Because you know what? Okay, tell me why when we wear beautiful clothes or we buy new clothes, we feel good, definitely. But when people admire it, we like it even more. I know you're not waiting for their admiration, but when people do appreciate, you like it. But start appreciating to begin with. Start appreciating yourself, and then you will start receiving more of that from people. Yes, Eva.
Regarding to Tatiana's question, so what came up now is when we shrink or contract, like I'm talking about me. So when I have a lot of sexualness and etc. here and there, and some point I come to my certain limit, and after that I contract and have to slow down. I feel people.
Can I just interrupt? Do you contract, or you aware of other people's contraction when they look at you and your bodies? Which one is true? Are you contracting, or they feeling contracted because they're like, wow, I don't have this, and you're aware of that contraction?
I want to say that, but I don't believe it's true. It cannot be true.
So that because they are appreciating, they're admiring, but they just have gone into their self-judgment. It's like when you're working on, when you're doing body processes or in any kind of modality that you're working on. So when they have their limitations and their contraction, what we end up doing is we try to match it so that we can fit in. And then we feel that, oh, I've not done a great session, because we try to match ourselves with that contraction. What if you didn't have to? What if you just expand out even more? The minute you feel contracted, you just expand out, because that contraction is not yours. Because people start comparing themselves with your body.
Okay, what about, so I want to continue. So what I'm actually running away, that especially men, they start to invite me to have a sex like a copulation. And that's what I can't handle when it's become too much, as the Tatiana said, like, okay, when there's a lot of attention or something. So when they start to invite me to the copulation, I'm like, fucking hell, why? You can't just admire and have this fun with them a sexualist and see the beautiful body, and that's it. Why they want to invite
what if there was nothing to handle? What if you could just simply say, hey, I'm too gorgeous for you, I don't think you can handle it. Where is it that you have to chicken out or you have to run away? I choose my people. Or could you not say that, yeah, I'm not looking at copulating, as simple as that. Thank you so much. I receive the adoration and the admiration. Right?
Okay.
Rather than running away or hiding that they are going to ask for copulation, they will. Tatiana, you other people, you have a great body. Why would you want to not receive from that and let people judge you for that, and you don't give them anything in return? Where have you decided just because they've given you a compliment that you have to give them what they're asking for? Everything that is put in pocket now. You choose your people. If you would really like to copulate, or ask your body, would you really like to copulate? And if not, then so be it. Could you be true to yourself instead? Rather than not showing up. You would like to show up, you would like to be their popular you, and then you're hiding away as well. Dane in the book Embodiment, he talks about how he used to go to the gym, and he's taller than Gary, but when he would go to the gym, his body would become shorter. It's because when he was aware of other people's judgments, when they look at themselves in the mirror, and it was a significant inch thing. He would transmorph his body. He would change his body, shape or something. So point is, he realized he has that capacity. He will make other people look better and have that big bodies, and he will contract and make it more petite while he's not. So where have you decided that you have to contract yourself in order to accommodate or make other people feel better and do a zero-sum game for no reason? So everywhere,
yes.
Zero-sum game, can you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good,
Yeah.
bad, perfect, line shows, boys for wads and beyonds.
Yeah, I contract myself that they're not gonna offer me to copulate with them, because that's what I can't handle, and they can randomly text me, hey, how are you? Okay, come over. I'm like, are you fucking kidding?
I would, the day I feel like, thank you so much for the invitation. Where is it that you've decided you have to, just because they are inviting you, have to take it as an invitation? Thanks.
I'm not taking it. I don't feel so. I acknowledge.
Wow. It'll be like, wow, everybody just wants to sleep with me. I feel so good about it, and not sleep with anyone.
No, I don't look at it like this. I mean, why they just want to fuck me, but they don't want to build the business, do something else where I'm just fuckable body. That's it. There is nothing else. That's to make myself wrong.
When you stop resisting that will also show up. But you're resisting the first thought that comes to them, and you can always thank them for being honest, for what they kind of brought out. And then you say, hey, I'm not interested, and still be around. And they will start appreciating and admiring you for the merits that you have, for the brain that you have, for the ideas you have, and the intelligence you have. Right? Because a lot of people think and that's also a point of view, beauty with no brains, right? Beautiful people cannot be intelligent. That's a lie. That's such a lie. And everywhere you bought it, made it real. So there's someone who's sent a private message saying that she was judged for her lower body because she has big thighs, and and she was always told that you can't even look at your knees. You imagine you're just so heavy or something, and so she never wore anything above her knees. Welcome to India. Yeah, we do that all the time. I was told that. So it took me only after getting into Access 10 years ago is when I started wearing shorts. And that too, I had endless judgments about showing my legs because I thought I had very thick legs. I don't have model type legs. I mean, I don't have those slender legs. And that was, none of it was my point of view. It was given to me by my parents, by my family, by my culture, by my upbringing. That if you're a good girl, you will not wear all these clothes, but bad girls wear it. You are not supposed to show your skin. So you started hiding it. Why don't you wear a burqa then? Why are you even wearing, half the things that you were wearing? You want to, so yeah, people want to hide you because what potency are they observing that you haven't really acknowledged? You have some potency and they want to hide that. Now, either and see, copulation is a way of controlling somebody. So point is, you have the power. They don't. They can just invite you to a possibility, but that possibility may not work for you, and you have always got a choice. So the day I kind of moved out of my judgments about my body, that it doesn't matter if I have thick legs or slim legs, I'm going to wear. I started shedding a lot of weight after that. And I was comfortable in my skin, comfortable in my body, wearing my shorts or short dresses. And at that time, I was a single mother. And my mother, not my in-laws or something, my mother said, oh, you're trying to flaunt your body to get men. Okay, you're trying to show your legs to people. And I'm like, excuse me, I like wearing short dresses. Why would you even say that? But yeah, because the judgment element kind of moved away, it didn't matter what she thought about it. Initially, I would get angry, then I would do interesting point of view. If you have a great body, why would you not flaunt it? I don't get it. If you have a big diamond that you're wearing, right? If you're wearing a solitaire or something, you would just flaunt it. Where are you not allowing yourself to be that big diamond of your own life? What's the point of hiding? Just because you have a great body, you don't have a great body, how does that even matter? Could you just allow yourself to show up as you and not shame yourself on it? Everything that brought up and all the choking, everything that brought up, can you destroy and uncreate and let it all go from all dimensions of time and space? Right, wrong, good, bad, powerful, client, shows, boys, for ads and beyonds. So that's amazing. Yeah. I mean, just start choosing more for you. What do you know? What do you feel? I mean, people who really are in sync with their own bodies, they would ask their body, would you like to wear this? If yes, then body will carry it in a way that will be more elegant, not vulgar or obscene. So stop thinking what how you're going to be if you wear short clothes or short dresses. I mean, you like it, ask your body, and ask your body could we adjust, could we work around it? I would like to wear this, would you help me in that? Talk to your body, it'll give you everything. So we're coming up with a body class in Dubai, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd December. It's about you being you with your bodies, you being connected with your bodies, you communing with your own self in a very different way that so far nobody has touched. When you receive that non-judgmental touch from somebody, the body and all the stresses and everything that is locked up starts melting, and you can have more of you. So that's what a 3-day body class is. Connecting with yourself. So if you know anybody who would like to come to Dubai, or if you have people in Dubai who would like to choose, we are just being the invitation. You can contact Nisha and Eva. I mean, of course, we've been interacting, and that'll be really, really amazing. Yeah, I'm really good at dancing on Bollywood songs. So much fun. Yes, so totally. I was judged for that as well. That why are you dancing, doing the funny dances on Bollywood music? And I'm like, I'll continue doing that. because that's who I be. Judge me for whatever. Then I started putting on weight also in between. And people started commenting on that, oh, it seems that you put on weight. Yeah, right. Thank you. It's my body. I'll increase it or I will shrink it. It's up to me. You don't have to, nobody, nothing should matter what people think of you. What you think of you, you can change it because it's your ownership, it's your commitment to yourself. So thank you everyone for being on this call. What an invitation. And what invitation could you be to yourself? Forget about people around. So thank you. Hope to see you soon in person.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so-
everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks. Bye, Tatiana. See you.